Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Hello and welcome to this video. On this Genx video, we are going to talk about the new, let's call it cartoon, just because it's just easier that way. It's out on HBO. It's called Suicide Squad Isekai, and it is basically DC's attempt to bring the DC Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman universe to the Japanese people. This story or series is pretty much done. It's an American style story, but it is done for the Japanese by the Japanese. A lot of the story framing and stuff is real alien to the West of the world. A lot of the cuts, the action scenes, if you do not understand or have experienced Japanese cartoons or anime as they like to call it, this will probably be one hell of a shock to your system. The characters are your standard characters, your standard DC characters. You've got Harley Quinn, Clayface, Peacemaker, Shark King, Randall Flagg, Amanda Waller, all your DC characters you would expect from a standard American Suicide Squad story. Except this one is done in a very anime style, done for the, like I said, for the Japanese people. A isekai is a transformation story. It is a subgenre within the Japanese storytelling. Something that people in the Western world would be familiar with. Hold on, it's the phone. Sorry for that interruption, but that was a call that I had to take. So, it was wife requesting some stuff to be done, and I needed to make sure it gets done today. But back to our story. Basically, our Suicide Squad, our group of villains that have been shanghaied by Amanda Waller, is basically Peacemaker, Clayface, Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and King Shark. We find out through the series that once again, Amanda Waller cannot be trusted, you know. And her promises are, have the wording she uses in her promises are very, let's just say, flexible. They go through a portal to a world that is a little bit Lord of the Rings, a little bit Game of Thrones, a little bit of, you know, World of Warcraft. I mean, it's pretty much, if it's a fantasy trope, it's here. Dragons, giant beasts, noble armies, evil empresses, kings, and and I don't really want to spoil anything. In the event that there's somebody out there who watches this video who wants to go watch it, it's on whatever the Warner Brothers, HBO, Discovery, DC streaming service is called this week. I have it saved as Max on my app, so there's whatever they're calling it this week. That's where you'll find it. The drawing style is not traditional. I don't mind it. I think it's fairly good artwork. But don't expect to see the traditional Joker, the traditional Harley Quinn, or any of the other characters, major players. I think the closest, that we get to any of the traditional we think of when we visualize these characters, those of us that are comic book fans, comic book nerds and stuff like that, is Amanda Waller. Everyone else, like I said, this is done for a very, very Japanese audience. In fact, when it first premiered in June, it only had a Japanese language with American subtitles. Now that they run it, they've got the American dubbing. And as slow of a reader as I am, the dubbing for me works better for the first view, or first probably 2 or 3 views. Then I can go back and watch it when I got a good framework in my head. I can go back and watch it in the Japanese with the American subtitles, and I can stop and pause and read everything when I need to. So that's how that goes. It's, like I said, it's a standard issue cookie cutter Suicide Squad story. They lean heavily, they lean hard into both of the Suicide Squad movies. The first one and the second one, the Suicide Squad, that seems to have the James Gunn one. I forget who directed the first one, but James Gunn Suicide Squad seems to have had a big, huge influence on this particular storyline. The fact that you get Peacemaker, and you're going to have Harley Quinn. You're going to have Harley Quinn because that's in the last 30 years. That's just the character. If you're not going to use the Joker proper, Harley Quinn's actually, let me take that back. I think in this day and age, the Joker is plays second fiddle to Harley Quinn, to be honest with you, as far as screen time, stories and stuff go. It's just one of those things. That's just kind of cool. But the like I said, for a Western audience or somebody who has not experienced anime, this particular series, it's a series, might be a little unnerving. It may just, Though I love the fact that in the first episode, which is your basic world building setup, getting the team together episode, you have the Joker and Harley fleeing a crime like they do, but the car they're driving is steered by a piano keyboard, and the Joker has to play the piano to get the car. Not something you would see in an American story, but in the context of knowing the weirdness that you're getting ready to get into, it is actually really pleasant. It's a really cool thing to experience, to go, oh, that is very, very improbable. Very not wouldn't work, but it's kind of cool all at the same time. It just, yeah, it's hard to put into words. Like I said, the art of this is the art level is top shelf. And it's like I said, it's top shelf. It's up here. Though the rendering of the characters, the rendering, how they're drawn, like I said, Harley Quinn looks like she's about 12. Joker looks like he's about 15. Deadshot looks like he's in his mid to early 20s, or early to mid 20s. And, you know, it's just, and, the Peacemaker looks like John Cena in high school. It's just, it is just, you get this very Japanese thing. There's also a rather, I don't know what the scene does. It doesn't advance the story. It's just kind of there. You get a maybe naked Harley Quinn, though she has no nipples or a vagina. So I don't know. And the scene makes no sense. It's just her floating around. If she was like laying naked on an acid trip. But like I said, it's just one of those things that you look at it as an American going, why? But in the context of the Japanese culture, there may be a reason for it. There may be something that, as an American, that I'm missing, that my brain isn't locking onto. So yeah, it's one of those things. Like I said, it's, yeah, I really, if you want to embrace something new, something just totally out of the standard issue American wheelhouse of normalcy, this is the series to check out. Each episode's about 15-20 minutes long. They're not long at all. You can blow through it fairly quickly. And yeah, and that's about what I have to say about that for today. Like I said, I hope everyone's enjoying the videos. I'm trying my best to try to get 4 up on the weekdays. And one thing I want to try and do is do a big long one on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Do like a 30 to 45 minute one, and just, you know, so I'm not trying to push myself on the weekend, so I can do one video, post it, and go. So I'm also seeing if how the shorter, by doing a bunch of shorter videos, then doing big videos, then shorter videos, how that interacts with how the algorithms and all that good stuff with YouTube shakes out. So With all that being said, until next time, be good people, be a good human, be good to other humans. Peace.
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?